EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Mike 20. Hey, tight.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Check it out, Reed. 11.
On second and very short, Goff. He gets it to Cooks. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they route.
That's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Check nine. Pick the edge. 4 down.
Gone. And this will be incomplete.
Used to have a coach who used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Big edge. DC. Mike 5-4.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
21.
Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Here we go. Like 20. 2. 24 is the mic. 5. 24 is the mic. It was pretty quiet, team. It was pretty quiet. Lock. 24 is the mic. Here we go. 24 is the mic. Don't get nervous.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A 3rd down gain of 19.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here we go. Black 80. 54. And watch that. 21.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
55.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10.
21. Here we go. Hey, gun. You got Ocean Man. You got Ocean Man right there. 58 is a Mike. 11. Smooth. Mike, 58. 58 is Mike. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And some room to roam now. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here we go. 180. Let him know.
Inside the red zone. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's Clay Matthews with a pick. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. So quite a turn of events right there.
Indeed it is. I mean, they thought the worst that could happen was they'd get a field goal attempt to break the tie. Instead, interception, long return, and now the other guys have a great shot to go ahead.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
56. Mike's 56.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. So from the 2, now they move back to the 7-yard line. First and goal.
Pick it up. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Check. Hardball. Check. Crunch. Hardball.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive and on the first play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
65. 4 down. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Turbo, 54 Mike. Check.
Here's Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in.
He was covered by Richard Sherman.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I'm coming. Mike's 54.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now 4th down and goal.
So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.